Hey, I've got an interesting voicemail to play for you. You can leave a voicemail anytime at 2192 David P. It's about wacky Congresswoman Lauren Boebert and her education and or lack thereof. And there's a few things here I want to talk about. So let's listen.
Good evening, David. My name is Ray. I'm calling in regards to Congresswoman Boebert. I was doing some research on her, and I stumbled across the fact that she received her GED, not her high school diploma, in May of 2020.
Right.
Yet her office and her people have not confirmed nor denied that she received it, nor if she even has one. So there seems to be something not right with that, based on the fact that if she had received it in May, they would have to basically just say, yeah, this happened and that's okay. But they seem to not even want to address it, which could mean to me possibly that she doesn't even have one. So maybe that's something that our viewers can dig deeper into this and just find out what's going on with this person, because she's totally unfit to be in Congress. So
Yeah. Now, so listen. A lot of what the caller says is correct. Lauren Boebert is completely unfit to be in Congress. It's not because she doesn't have a high school diploma or college education necessarily. She's unfit because she's a radical insurrectionist and part of the problem we're trying to solve rather than any possible solution. Now, in terms of the GED stuff, the caller is correct. It is asserted that Lauren Boebert got her GED. The story of Lauren Boebert is something like, and I'm paraphrasing here, she was in high school, but she dropped out to work at McDonald's. I don't remember if it was to support her family or what the reasoning was. And then she later went back and got her GED a few months ago, reportedly getting it in May of 2020. I have no idea. I've not seen what we might call proof that she really got her GED. She may have it, she may not. But here's the thing. This is not about education shaming. Lauren Boebert is an ignorant person, regardless of what kind of degree she has. A year ago, I met someone with a PhD in biology who maybe when it came to biology was an absolute genius, but was a complete and total idiot when it came to political science, economics, cultural issues, sociology. I mean, it was just, I felt like I was talking to someone who seemed to lack education altogether. So, when it comes to biology, maybe this person was great, maybe not. Having or not having a GED, high school diploma, college degree, master's degree, PhD, it is not proof that you are or aren't fit to be an elected official. The sad truth is that whether Lauren Boebert does or doesn't have a GED, she is not someone that should be involved in making law or leading the country whatsoever. Now, on the other hand, Bill Gates dropped out of college. He's more than well qualified to be a member of Congress or senator. He understands the scientific method. He understands how to think about problems. He understands how to manage people and projects and on and on and on. And so for me, the problem is that for some of these folks, the lack of education has become sort of a point of pride where voters are drawn to someone because they've fallen for this idea that higher education is a liberal indoctrination, conspiracy theory thing. And they seem to think that by electing someone who's not gone to college, that they're owning the libs in some way. I think it's important that we on the left don't focus on education shaming. There are plenty of people without significant degrees of formal education who are very smart and would be great leaders for this country. And that would be fantastic. And as I've said before, in general, we should be diversifying the types of folks that represent us. We don't want just former lawyers and former CEOs and career politicians. I would love teachers. I would love people from science. I would like people from, on and on and on. But the idea of going to people without formal education merely because you think education is liberal indoctrination is a problem. And so if Lauren Boebert is lying about her GED, that's a major problem. If Lauren Boebert is unfit to be a member of Congress because of her ideas and the fact that she brings no knowledge whatsoever about policy, and that's the case, she shouldn't be in the House of Representatives, and she shouldn't. But I think we need to look more deeply, much the same way as Trump as a candidate. If Trump had run as a Democrat, he'd have had no shot of winning the primary, and Trumpism wouldn't be what it is. Trumpism is what it is because Trump ran as a Republican. and the Republican electorate fell for it / liked it / was drawn to it, partially to, quote, own the libs, as they would often say. And so a lot of the problem is the electorate that sees someone as incompetent as Lauren Boebert, and regardless of her formal education level, says, let's choose her. That's what we need to solve. That's a bigger cultural issue. We've got a great bonus show for you today. We will talk about the Republican counteroffer to Biden's COVID-19 bill and much, much more. Become a member and get instant access at joinpakman.com.